You say that Virgin Messiah has the most pathetic content on YouTube? I disagree. I think Vention MGTOW is even worse. At least Virgin Messiah owns what he is, a sad little man who can't get a girlfriend. He shows how vulnerable he is when it comes to TFL. And some people would say, well, he's being courageous by putting his face out there and showing how vulnerable he is. Other people would say that's stupid. But at least he's real. At least he knows what he is and he's not trying to hide it. He's not trying to cover it up with something else. But Vention MGTOW puts on a facade like being MGTOW is so awesome and you should be MGTOW too. He's adopted this strongman narrative like Steve Hoca often talks about. It's like he wears MGTOW like a badge of honor. It's like, look at me in my shed with all my tools. It's awesome. And you're not a real MGTOW if you're not ghosting. And you're not a real MGTOW because you don't have any Bitcoin and you're still a slave to the system. He reminds me of Penguin from Batman Returns, with his grubby little hands and fingers and his fat gut and his, the way he waddles around. But the real question is, could he get a girlfriend if he tried? Because if he couldn't get one, then he's not MGTOW. He's MFTGTOW, men forced to go their own way. That's the question that you need to ask yourself when you look at any self-proclaimed MGTOW. The question to ask is, could they actually get a girlfriend if they wanted to? Because that's what separates the MGTOWs from the MFTGTOWs. So Vention MGTOW won't admit that he's TFL because that has no dignity in it. At least if you say you're MGTOW, you can preserve your dignity to an extent and say, yeah, look at me, I'm doing this by choice. It's not because no woman wants me, like a TFLer. You want to know what it really is, what Vention MGTOW is doing? It's stolen valor. It's a false display of confidence and dignity and righteousness. It's all so transparent. It's not real. And he's stealing the limelight from people like Virgin Messiah who are really doing it tough, who really need some help in their life, because he's still a young guy. His hormones are still high. He needs to get some pussy. Vention MGTOW doesn't care if he gets any pussy or not. He just needs a woman for companionship in his twilight years. I mean, do you realise when you look at Virgin Messiah, you could be looking at the next Elliot Rodger? Think about it. What was Elliot Rodger doing for years before he went on his shooting spree? He was making videos in his car, talking into a camera about the fact that he can't get a girlfriend. He was doing exactly what Virgin Messiah is doing now. Now, I don't know about Steve Hoca's dark agenda. Maybe he has succumbed to the forces of darkness. I don't know. But I don't think Hoca is King Paimon. There's many other demonic entities out there that Hoca could be, but I don't think Paimon is it. I think you give pretty weak evidence that Paimon is Hoca. He could just as easily be Astaroth or Arobus, the great prince of hell. So I don't know what kind of demon Hoca is, but I'm gonna find out.